Hey everybody, what's going on? Danny Koker here, aka The Count, with another edition of Count's Finer Details on one of my personal cars, right here actually in the showroom in Las Vegas. You know, if you happen to come to Vegas, man, come down to the showroom, wander around, check everything out. I'm going to talk to you right now about a car that I have sitting right here behind me. It's one of my unusual ones in the collection. It is a 1991 Chevy Caprice 9C1. My collection's kind of all over the place. I mean, I've got hot rods, I've got classics, I've got exotic cars, I've got muscle cars, I've got all kinds of cars and motorcycles. And my collection, it varies, anything from some vehicles that are what I would consider collector pieces, very good investments. And then I've got other stuff that just falls under fun. And I have it because I dig it and because it's fun. That's what this falls under. 1991 Caprice 9C1 police car. Not a big money car. Not a high valuable car. This one is a whole lot of fun. And as I sit here in front of it talking to you, I can be very honest with you and tell you that I've owned this car for probably 21, 22 years now. I've owned this car for an awfully long time. I got it directly out of service when it was being used as a police car. I bought it, and here's the fun part. I can't remember why. I've had the car. No kidding. I've had this car, like I said, 21, maybe 22 years. And for the life of me, as I sit here and talk to you about it, I can't remember why I bought it. I don't know. But I'm glad I did. I can tell you that. It was a heck of a lot of fun. For a minute there, I had convinced myself, you know what, I bet you I can make some money on this car. And I decided I would rent it out for film use. I'd rent it out for whatever reason, you know, because there's always that occasion when certain projects need a police car for whatever reason. And I did that once, did it one time. I rented it out for use in a music video. And when it came back from the shoot, I was so, let's just say, unhappy with the way the car had been treated that I had decided, well, I'll never do that again. And I really haven't. I mean, like over the years, I get asked all the time on a regular basis, hey, I want to rent something like this for a music video or something. No, just the answer is no. I won't rent my stuff out for any reason because I don't want anybody touching my stuff, man. That's just how the bottom line is. I can tell you this, though. I did get it directly from the police department. I did get it directly from the police auction. You know, they have cars in service for X amount of years, and then they auction off their vehicles. And so I do remember getting this directly from the police auction. And this particular unit was a sergeant's unit, so it was really nice as far as you know, police cars are concerned. The car was in really good shape. It wasn't really beat up. The interior wasn't all cut up. It didn't have a cage in it and all that kind of stuff. It's just it was a nice car and really reasonably low miles for a police car as well. But again, being a sergeant's unit, that's you know, that's one of the perks, I guess. In '91, it came with the LT1 engine. I have left that alone. Shockingly enough, I have not touched it. It's got plenty of get up and go, plenty of performance for such a big, heavy car. And it's backed up, of course, by the 4-speed automatic transmission that came with it. And it's got all the heavy-duty stuff that they put on the 9C1 police cars. You know, the big transmission cooler, the oversized radiator, the really heavy-duty hoses and belts and all that kind of stuff for it. It's got the oversized condenser for the air conditioning, which just is ice cold in this car. A lot of things like that on the 921. Also, the 921 had bigger brakes, which it still has all the factory brakes on it. It's got big sway bars on it. Came from the factory of the 921. You know, better bushings, all that type of stuff. Took the push bars. They took the push bars off, so there were just holes in the bumpers. So I had Irish Mike actually over in the fab department make me little Fang style push bar, like little bumperettes, but they're chrome fangs hanging on the front because, you know, it's a vampire thing. So for such a large car, handles well, stops well, and goes really well. To me, this car is straight up fun, and I've made it a lot more fun over the years, as I've told you about. But even more important to me than that is this car was done out of respect, and it was done out of respect for our police department. I have nothing but respect for all of our first responders, frankly. You know, there are so many wonderful people out there that just lay it on the line every day for us to be able to do what we do. And I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do if we didn't have wonderful people like that looking out for us. So this car was really done, when I decided to make it really nice, was really done out of respect for the police, not just here in Las Vegas, but frankly all over the place. And I really wanted to do a nice job. So if you ever get the chance to see this car in person, you're going to see that this car is done so tastefully and so high-end. But it's done out of love and it's done out of respect for our police. Things that I did to it, I made sure that I got the spotlights back on it, but the old school chrome spotlights, they're working properly. The windows are very dark in the car, so you can't tell when you're looking at it from the outside, but I did put an old school set of cherries up on the back shelf, so it's got the red and blue lights, built little console in the middle, flip the switch, the red and blue lights turn on in the back window, flip another switch, the headlights flash back and forth in the front, flip another switch, it's got the full siren and that loud horn that they blow at you, you know, going through the intersection. So I put all the things back in it that I'm not supposed to have back in it. That's kind of a no-no. You're not allowed to have that on a street car. But I promise I never ever use it on the street. It's just for fun purposes. Anyways, updated the stereo. Other than that, the car is still all 9C1 police car. Did all the body work on the car, straightened it all out, got rid of all the dents and the dings and all that kind of stuff, repainted all the black in a beautiful black on it, redid all the white in a beautiful pearl white on it. Then Ryan, my man, reflamed the car properly. The car's got gorgeous flames all over it. And Nick Lee, also in my paint department, he airbrushed a whole bunch of like bullet holes. Looks like the metal ripping, tearing like bullet holes and stuff all around on the back section of the car. And you know, a police car's got to have a car number. So it's car number 77 on the roof. It's got two big 7s on the roof. Why 77? For those of you that know me, you know why 77. For those of you that don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Look it up. Just look it up. Look up Danny Koker, 77. Do the math. You'll figure it out. Anyways. But then on top of that, got rid of the polished aluminum wheels on it. And I wanted some wheels that would pay respect to the original police car style wheels on it, but in a bigger, badder size. So I had some custom steelies made that are 17.9s in the back, 17.8s in the front, and just big slab of beef tires on all four corners of this thing. You could fit a lot of rubber underneath this car. So with the iBox suspension and then all of the 9C1 upgraded goodies, the car really handles great for such a big car. Did the steelies in black, of course, with some cool chrome center caps with spinners on them. So when you look at the car, obviously a police car, but obviously a very custom, fun, crazy, cool police car. I really enjoy driving the car. It's fast for such a big car, stops great for such a big car, handles great for such a big car. Air conditioning is ice cold in it, and it's fun. When you're driving around on the road, it puts smiles on people's faces, man. Everybody looks. You go by, turns heads. Everybody looks to check it out, and it makes everybody happy. But most importantly, it makes the police happy. They love it. They love what we did to this car, and it puts a smile on their face. And so, out of utmost respect for our police, that's what this car is about. I have a whole lot of fun with this thing, and I hope you've enjoyed looking at it, learning about it, hearing the story behind it. Like I said, is it worth a lot of money? No. Have I put a lot of money in it? Yeah. It's a fun car. It's not that giant collector car that's going to go up in value. It's something that's a whole lot of fun. So when you come to Vegas, come to Count's Customs, take the free tour. That's right, I did say free, and wander around and check out my collection. And unless I happen to be out driving it around enjoying it that day, my 1991 Caprice 9C1 police car will be here for your visual pleasure. But I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Count's Finer Details. There's more coming in the near future. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the Count's Customs YouTube channel, and come on, hit that button and subscribe. We're going to constantly give you cool stuff right here. Enjoy.